Hey YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back. I'm going to turn the sound down once again because I feel like every time I listen to it, I'm turning it down 1 decibel at a time every time I start a new video, and then I listen to it and I still feel like I'm peaking. I don't know if it's just my voice, but I don't know, I'm not liking it. So I'm turning it down. Welcome back to Binding of Isaac Daily Dose Baby Tiny Little Challenge Edition. I'm a little bit off. We missed yesterday. I'm going to be honest. I just was sad and couldn't bring myself to hit the start record button, so I didn't do it. I already mentioned. You know, we can talk about this a little bit later. Let's check the leaderboards for now. I want to bounce back. I'm ready to bounce back. We'll talk about yesterday's in a second, but this was the last run we did, and oh baby, is that not the most beautiful sight of Binding of Isaac Daily Challenge All-Stars you've ever seen? Is that not the Dream Team 5.0 roster? Good lord, Jersh. 17th, king of the double digits, most consistent performer, NSL. Sweet in the DMs, sweet in the chat, sweet in the spreadsheets, but oh baby, in the game is he a monster. Becco, my fellow EU brethren, the level of performance on my side that I need to push me on, the little back and forth we got going on the leaderboards here, pushing me through to the top of my game. Maria Fishes, Queen of Harps, Harp Queen of the Midwest. Is that where? That's where Missouri is. That Midwest coming Missouri? Not even the Midwest. The world. Perfecter of notes. Harp Queen on the board. Grayed out though. I think that's because she's on Mac. It's just it's nice to see everyone on there. You know what I mean? You know, you've had a few down days, a few not great performances. That's a sight that's going to cheer you up. It's going to motivate you. The team is like that. It's like the scene in whichever Avengers film it is, where they're all coming out of the portals and everyone in the cinemas crying, "Oh my God, they brought Batman back to fight Thanos." Yesterday was interesting. It was a stinky run. It was a deliberately stinky run for anyone who didn't see. There was Curse of the Tower. There was Scatter Bombs. There was Cursed Eye. There was Bob's Stinky Ball. It wasn't a great one. There was a reroll dice room, which I was fortunate enough to find, and then I messed up because there was Dead Cat on the first Devil deal, and I didn't take it. And then I got 2 more Guppy items and missed Guppy. I have an email. Virgin Money. That's fine. No one's done today's yet. That's fine. We have a cane run to Mother. But I'm ready to bounce back. I'm liking the way the leaderboards are looking right now. I think they've settled quite nicely. I can never remember what this is, but I think it's good. Bark at the Moon. Oh, it's a little bit of damage. It's a little bit of damage. Don't mind if I do. I like the way they're looking. Like we have the weekly reset thing now. So NSL sent me the spreadsheet before it was public, and I kind of stayed out of it. I get a little. I don't know if this is a little. I keep wondering. I'm riding the line of candidicity of getting too inside baseball, but I get a little bit self-conscious when it comes to math stuff. Anything number related, I think is a little bit. I get a little bit self-conscious about that stuff. I'm a little bit. I feel like it's a little bit above my mental capacity, my mental pay grade. So I kind of armadillo over that stuff. So I was just like, I'm just gonna. I feel like I'd just be wasting people's time if I try and get involved with this, so I'm just going to armadillo and pretend I never even saw this message. But the first thing I thought when I saw the spreadsheet, I was like, yo, this is great, it's very pretty, he's done a great job, as he always does. I really hope we get a weekly or monthly reset at some point, because the averages are eventually going to reach a point where they just don't move so much anymore. And they've done exactly that. NSL and Josh talked it out and ended up integrating the weekly reset, which I think is ideal. I don't know if there's going to be like an F1 standing type thing, and every week, you know, the rankings are going to get you like a certain amount of points, or if it's strictly non-competitive and it's just for like, I don't know, just for the sake of being able to reset the scores. I don't know if there's going to be any sort of like competitive element to it. I'm sure they'll discuss that at some point and release that information to the public as and when it's available. But right now, I'm glad we have the weekly reset so we can keep it competitive. And then I do also like that the overall rankings are still there, because I feel like, especially as it goes on a little bit, it'll serve as sort of like a frame of reference, a seeding number, if you will, to anyone who isn't privy to our levels. You know, someone new comes into Josh's streams and he's playing Isaac, or You know, if it comes up in conversation or someone stumbles across one of Josh's videos and wants to know, you can go on and see, oh, so Josh usually hits around 100, and NSL usually hits around 1,000, you know, Yeti hype hits around, that was annoying, around 2,000, so then you can see, you go on and you see there's a particular week where, oh, Josh is in 3rd this week. You know that that's an upset, even if you're not, you know, privy to our usual standards of performance. So I like it, that's always up there as like a little bit of seeding. I like it. It's coming together. It's all looking good. It's all looking good. And I will keep doing these dailies. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to record tomorrow or Sunday. So this might be the last one till Monday. And obviously yesterday, I don't know, just wasn't doing so hot. And you know, I've mentioned I mentioned it in recent episodes that definitely, if it wasn't for the competition, I've not felt so great about the last few videos, and I'm really cognizant of wasting people's time. So with these videos, they're quite long, so I already was kind of aware of that, and you know, I think I said in the last episode that had it not been for the, you know, for the sake of wanting them, you know, up for record's sake for the competition, then the last 3 episodes at least definitely wouldn't have made it to YouTube. So yesterday I was like, hey, you know what, a bit of a stinker, I'm just going to sit this one out. Obviously I did the run, because I felt like I needed to for competition purposes, but yeah, I didn't really want to record yesterday's, and that's fine. Hate these enemies, hate these enemies, hate these enemies, hate these enemies, hate these enemies. No. And that's fine, but you know, we're back on the board now. I just needed a little day. Shout out Spink, I guess, because you know, we joke about the simping a little bit, and it's, like I say, a joke. It's not really that much of a joke at this point, but for real, no one cheers me up like that girl does. So I appreciate that I appreciate her coming in clutch and cheering me up yesterday. Because yeah, I don't know, it was just one of those days. It's just been one of those weeks, to be fair. But yeah, yesterday was extra rough. So that was nice. But we got a nice short one today. I feel like it's good for a nice short one. We had a good run a couple of days ago. Now we had a reasonable one yesterday. And this one's not going too terribly. I could Doctor's Remote that, but I kind of just want to use it on the boss. Yeah, fuck you, Dingle. Okay, we're just gonna play it safe. Okay. I want this Devil Deal. I want this Devil Deal. Yeah, I was thinking as well. I tend to kind of ramble in these episodes, and I was thinking to take it after NSL, and potentially maybe thinking of some topics beforehand to go into a video with, and then, you know, have stuff to talk about. Because I remember NSL and his first episode, and bearing in mind his first Isaac episode that he did. That's great, by the way. I don't even know what this does. Let me just make sure we don't get grabbed here. I have no idea what that is. So we're not gonna risk it. And I will bomb this thing and get a key out of it. Yeah, his first video, and bearing in mind his first Isaac episode was his first video in months. Our boy comes in not only with a topic fresh on hand. Our boy comes in and goes, hey, let's talk about infinity. What a crazy concept. Isn't it wild how there's like multiple layers to infinity, and how you can like layer up whole integers from 1 to infinity, and then there's a whole extra layer of infinity in terms of the decimals between 1 and 2. Isn't that crazy to process? You don't want to know what I talked about in my video on Saturday that I deleted because it was shit? I went, hey, guess what? You know what's crazy? Frogs, dude. What's up with those guys? Why do they even need to jump that far? Just be bigger, forehead. so I feel like, I don't know, maybe it could be... Okay, so this is a mom run, so we want to go quicker here for boss rush purposes. He says, going into the challenge room. And maybe we don't. Maybe this run isn't going to be strong enough for boss rush, and I'd rather just take the dub. Take a safe dub. We'll see. I will pick up the pace a little bit anyway here, just in case. So yeah, I was thinking maybe it could be good for me to get some topics, but I don't really know how much I want to force that, or how much I just want to let it be rambly, because it's like, hey, what do I actually talk about if I don't have anything on hand? NSL was asking about celebrity sound-alikes, because Maria asked NSL who he thought his celebrity sound-alike was, and then he asked that in his video who everyone thought theirs were, and I didn't answer because I've been thinking about it for like 3 days now and just have not been able to come up with one. No one else out there is cursed enough to have to sound like me, so that's nice. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is one. If anyone has any idea of who I sound even remotely like, I would genuinely be curious to know what people think. I just haven't been able to. I just can't think of what. I haven't been able to think of any at all. So I'd be curious to know. But yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to just let my brain run sometimes or go in, because then it's like, hey, these videos, I'm trying my best to kind of just be myself and just talk about whatever I want to talk about. But it's like, hey, well, what do I want? Do I talk about my interests? Do people really want to sit here and hear me talk about like what, books, philosophy? It rides the snoozer line very thinly. Oh, isn't it crazy how Plato, one of the greatest minds in philosophy, was only challenged by like 3 people in his lifetime, and one of the people who managed to stump him in one of his own lectures was a man who lived in a pot on the streets and shit in broad daylight? Isn't that crazy? Plato. One of the greatest minds potentially to ever exist was stumped by a man who would masturbate in broad daylight, and when people asked him why, he'd go, oh, well, the dogs do it. We're animals too. Not wrong, we are animals too. Have some self-respect, my guy. Points. Yeet. Oh, I absolutely love to see it. And look, Diogenes, a very intelligent creature as well. Don't get me wrong. A very important figure in early cynicism. What's late cynicism, you ask? Millennials, am I right? So that was unfortunate fly positioning. Let's just do the boss. We'll go full clear after. But I do just love that he truly was such an you know, notoriously incredible mind, Plato, and a dude who lived in a pot and would just like shit and sit in it all day. Walked into one of his lectures and was like, but did you think of it this way? And Plato was like, shit, dude, I didn't think of it this way. So hey, don't judge a book by its cover, I guess this is the moral of the story in that one. Yeah, I don't know. It sounds a little bit of philosophy talk for you. Not really, actually. It's not like but you know. But then I was thinking of doing a recurring bit. I had a new bit idea, a little daily segment I thought could be fun. I don't have anything prepared for today because I thought about this 10 minutes before I started recording, and I was busy. What was I doing? Nothing really. I was on Facebook before this. What was I even looking at, dude? I don't even remember. I was busy mindlessly scrolling, so I didn't prepare anything for today, but I was thinking of doing a Reese's Daily Nature Facts. Do a little nature discussion. You know what I was thinking about last night? Okay, so I don't have facts prepared. I will use this floor because we didn't get... Oh, 0%. So I wonder... So do I get a devil deal now, or do I get an angel deal? We'll see. Let's full clear and then I'll hit it. I was thinking about birds last night. Obviously, it's that time of year. It's winter, so a lot of the birds are gonna start migrating, or already will have, probably. So I was thinking about migration. Dude, migration is absolutely fucking insane. So birds, for anyone who aren't aware of kind of how that works and why that works, different birds migrate for different reasons. Most birds migrate for food purposes. Obviously, a lot of birds live off bugs, insects and stuff, and insects aren't built for winter, so... I said I was going to start going quick. Why am I full clearing? I'm an idiot. I'm going to get so many more points if I just do boss rush. Oh well. Let's use this. See what happens. Don't even know what that is. Is that empty vessel? So that's useless basically, unless I also get rid of my other 2 hearts. Yeah, I'm just going to tap out. Ah, fuck, I thought I brought you out with the boss. Yeah, so they migrate for food purposes because they live off bugs, and in the winter there's a much smaller bug population to eat off. Some birds do migrate for different reasons. There are birds that breed up in mountains, and obviously again food isn't so widely available up in the mountains, so some birds will go up to the mountains to breed and then will come back down to the lowlands for when it's not breeding season, so they can get more food. And some birds actually migrate for, so that's I think it's called altitudinal migrating, and then some birds migrate for molting purposes, because some birds, mostly ducks, actually when they molt, most birds molt every year, but some birds when they molt they actually lose their flight feathers and can't fly until they regrow them. So some birds, like a lot of ducks, actually will migrate to an area that's predator free before they molt, so that they can just be safe while they're flightless, and then when they get their flight feathers back they can go back to where they are. So they migrate for different reasons, but what's crazy about them migrating to me is, especially for the temperate migrators, they'll go from like places in Europe, and I know in the UK I believe it's roughly half of our bird population migrates. They'll go from places in Europe to fucking like Africa, right? They go like 20,000 miles. Birds don't have fucking GPS. Birds don't come with sat-nav. They go like 20,000 miles and will come back to the exact same spot when it warms up again. You know how they fucking do that shit? They're just so incredibly aware of the world around them. They'll remember like hundreds of like landmarks on the way. And which is funny, because actually we talk about humans ruining nature. This is actually a weird little thing that I read a couple of years ago, a while ago. Is that they use landmarks as one of the things to kind of remember their journey when they're migrating. So like different shaped rocks and stuff, and they can do it fine. I'm not saying humans help them with this. They could do it fine forever before humans started making buildings, right? It's not they were like, oh, thank God for the Eiffel Tower, so I know where I'm going. No, they were fine because they can remember, like I said, slightly differently shaped rocks. But that's a real thing, is that now that we have an F ton of like buildings stuff, they actually use like noteworthy buildings as types of. Okay, I want some DPS here, considering we have so many bombs, or not. That kind of help them sight their way there and back, but they remember like hundreds of landmarks. They'll remember like positioning of stars. They know how to use those to kind of figure out where they are. They know like the angle of the sun. So there's so many different factors of like the environment. Like the star thing is crazy. The fact that they use the stars in the sky to know where they are. They're so just like geographically astute. I've lived in Manchester for God, just shy of 22 years. I can go I can go into town and be on like Oxford Street and have a mate, you know, call me up and be like, hey, where you at? Oh, I'm at Oxford Street. Oh, cool. I'm just coming from Northern Quarter. Head towards Northern Quarter and we'll meet in the middle. And I'm like, heck yeah, dude, on my way. Say no more, brother. And then I'll hang up and immediately go onto Google and be like, Northern Quarter directions. Now, don't get me wrong, I know Manchester very well. It's like an unfinished jigsaw puzzle in my head in terms of the fact that I know all of the pieces individually. I ain't putting them babies together without a quick little Google search, because I'm going to end up walking in the wrong direction. Don't get me wrong, I never get lost. I'll figure it out eventually. Google is your friend. Now you might be going, oh, kids these days don't know how to do anything without Googling it. Hey, don't lump kids these days in with me. Kids these days are very freaking smart. I am just not at all geographically astute. I'm just the opposite of a bird. I also can't fly. Isn't that wild? Not really. So yeah, dude, they've used the fucking stars, man. The stars? Look at the stars tonight. All of the stars have a reason to shine, a reason like mine. Wait right here. I'll be back in the morning. Know that I'm not that important to you, but to me, girl, you're so much more than gorgeous. So much more than perfect. So we have 5 minutes to do 2 floors. That's not happening. So let's just take our time on this one, ride it out. We'll get some full clears in, see what points we can get. I have no doubt that Josh will boss rush. He'll probably find a freaking AWAS and do some self-sack bullshit, and then Alt F4, because apparently that's the strat. Now I see you, user of resin. I can't say anything. I stop in runs to Google items. So I can't really complain that he was going on to reddit.com/secret Isek cheat sheet daily edition. Ooh, the devs don't want you doing this, but just leave the game, forehead. 3 points. I get it, and it is weird that Delirium doesn't give you points. I think that's why you do it. It is a little bit weird. I think he just should. I just think it's a little bit cheeky is all. Oh baby, I will take this out. I haven't seen a pentagram or a pact or any. Ooh, and we'll take the points as well, or anything like that for fucking ages, man. It feels like. So I'll take this. Tidy little run today. I don't mind it. Don't mind it at all. So we're not getting each floor in 2 minutes. So I may as well go and get this other baby little room here. Okay, so if this feels like a nice little bounce back run. It's only to mom. I like a good to mom run. I don't know what the deal with is to mom. I know people say you want to for heart or Isaac runs you want to be aiming for hush. Obviously for chest runs / darkroom runs you want to just kind of go all the way, but also get hush I think as well if you can. Is that a thing you can do? I think for mom runs it's just do it forehead, but also obviously try and get. Yep. The one pill I take is a look down. Of course it is. I think for Isaac runs, sorry, for mom runs, you just want to beat it, but obviously also want to get boss rush if you can. We haven't done that today. Maybe I should have been had the forethought to go quicker earlier on in the run. I didn't. Didn't do that. Oh, that reminds me of that run the other day, the last episode where I was talking about the seam that I thought I found. Nope. Doesn't actually work like that. Also, I was an idiot because I thought that run ended on mom's heart, so it didn't even do what I wanted it to, because in my head I was getting an extra floor out of it because we were on mom's heart, and I went to I was trying to go to Shoal. No, the run ended on Isaac, so even then, even if the seam did work, it didn't even matter because the run was going to Isaac and not mom's heart as I thought it was. But either way, are you fucking kidding me? That's bullshit. Fuck that. Either way, the seam. I did a practice run off camera. The seam did not work. However, I did. Dude, just fuck off. Honestly, my run did. I got 26,000 on that day. The practice run I did second time round, 37,000. I beat my run by 11,000. You gotta kill the king guy first, right? Or is it just that they're strong? 11,000. I beat it by. Are you kidding me? So, yeah, definitely fumbled the bag on that one. Most of those points just came down to, and obviously some of it is just because I did it a second time and you just know it slightly better. But I did beat Boss Rush and the Hush on that run. Obviously, I got neither of those on my regular run. So this synergy is fucking sick because the tiers hang around and keep the dude. I like it. The tiers stick around, so that's cool. So you get the electric effect for longer, isn't you? I can't. Okay, come on, really? Are you kidding me? So we're just gonna dial back in here. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's go straight in. 36%. The one poop, those things die in one hit. None of those tiers hit that poop, and it did damage. Okay. Like, why? Have I done something wrong? No devil. Oh, we got the devil deal. Okay, we only have 3 hearts, so we're in a bit of a precarious situation, unless we have like an Abaddon or a pact here. Or a ceremonial robes, potentially. We move. So I don't think we'll beat Depth 2 in 20 seconds. So we'll go finish this and probably take 5 million. So Josh was saying in his run, he was like, hey, I think what's freaking me up is my time. I think I spend too much time on the run. I think my biggest thing is damage. I just take way too much damage over the course of the run. Because if it's a full run, obviously it depends how long the run goes. One of my runs the other day, I had like 5,000 damage penalty. That's nuts. And NSL made a good point, and I was in Josh's camp on this. in not wanting to take items for the item loss. And Josh NSL was like, hey, I think Josh overestimates how much the item loss is. And obviously I've been the same the whole time, is not taking items for not wanting to lose score. And then NSL said that and got to the end of his run and realized and was like, yeah, item penalty minus 380, and that was on a run that went all the way to the end. That's pretty small. And in my head it adds up, because you pick up an item and you lose like 30 points. In my head I'm like, shit, that's 30 points I just lost. That's wild. Probably over the course of the run, if you think about the fact that my damage penalty is like 5,000, 380, not that big of a deal, generally speaking. So maybe maybe I don't need to worry about it too much, but I do think I need to work on my dodges a little bit. I think I could improve my dodging game. I do think that's definitely something that's having quite a big impact on my final scores. I just didn't know what to do there. And speaking of dodging, immediately that's like 100 points loss. Especially late game where you actually lose like 150 points per hit or something nuts. It's yeah, that one definitely does add up. So yeah, that's one that we're gonna be I'm gonna be working on my dodging a little bit. Maybe off camera do some regular runs. I have some stuff to do off camera anyway, because the other day I was informed, and I'm saving this because this will be a good thing to talk about at some point. This is just nothing, right? Yeah, when I'm full health. This will be a good off camera topic at some point, I feel. Or on camera, this will be a good topic at some point, I feel. Apparently this game has fucking lore, dude. Apparently this game has story and shit. Man, I actually kind of like this guy. We only have, it's the last floor and we have decent damage. So let's just see what we can, you know what, actually? It's the last floor, we have decent damage. Every bomb I drop loses me like 30 points. Let's just run with it. We could get something cool from there. And maybe I'll see on NSL's run or Josh's run, maybe they'll get something neat out of that thing. And I'll see what I missed to finish the run off. But okay, this feels like it's gonna be the boss, so we're gonna have to backtrack here, I think. I'm not gonna risk, you know, dropping like 100 points just to get a new item that might not even help me that much, you know. Well, let's keep it moving. It's only a mom run. It's a tight run. We're getting to the end. Let's just are you fucking kidding me, man? I just don't know how to process some of these things. My brain is too slow. I have such a slow brain. So yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like it's a tight run score-wise, so we'll just take those extra 100 points and move on. Not that it matters too much, considering, you know, yesterday I beat Becco in NSL by like, so I got 21, so by like 15,000 points and only got like 1,000 ranking higher. So not that it matters too much. Oh, this isn't worth it, is it? I'm barely gonna get any points from these things. I think it's just about even now, actually. So, what the hell is that? How do you even thread that needle like that? I know grandmothers who can't thread that well. Hey, Zeus. So yeah, we're just gonna we'll just let this. Okay, just stay dialed in this room. Don't get hit by any dumb lasers because you're not paying attention. Okay. Okay, petrified poop. Getting us some coinage here late into the run. And I guess so this is going to be mom. So I reckon we're going to sit around 15,000 here. For a mom run, I really want about 16k. Obviously, it depends on how much damage you take on mom and if we even beat her, to be fair. Just see if we get like a black heart here. We did not. Maybe under 15k even. So again, not a great store. And then, you know, if a decent mom run really is like 20k because of you want boss rush, really? Okay, so let's try and time this. Go. Fuck. Oh no, I got it. I just got it. I saw the door go red. I'm just gonna drop these in the corner just in case it gets to the point where I need the health. Hopefully we shouldn't need it, but it's me, so you never know. I'll be back in the morning. I know that I'm not important to you, but to me, girl, you're so much more than gorgeous. So much more than perfect. I didn't say the name, but you're thinking it right now. So we're gonna get a mom here. We're gonna get a mom here. This is gonna be fine. We're just dialing. We're just dialing. We're just doing a little bit of dialage. Just a tiny little bit of dialage. Just a tiny little bit of dialage. Slide away. Let me be the one who shines for you. Okay. Nope. 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 And we're out. What have we got? 15.1. We'll take it. So I should say I'm very early in the run right now. So no one's gone yet. That's fine. NSL usually seems to go a little bit after me, I've noticed. So hopefully maybe NSL, and then maybe Josh missed his morning sets potentially. Maybe. I don't mind that. 4:59 is quite nice to get sort of quite early on. I don't know if we'll stay top 1,000. It'd be really cool if we did, but I don't know. We didn't get Boss Rush, which is a shame, because Boss Rush, I feel like if I got Boss Rush on this one, I definitely would have hit the top 1,000, which would have been nice. I've only got one top 1,000 placement so far in the whole competition. We got an 809. But this, I at the very least would expect to be sub 2,000, which has been my goal for the past week or so. So I'm happy with that, because that'll be. Okay, so that one wasn't great. That one was such a shame, man. To win an Isaac run 26k and get 3,600, especially considering I got the practice run. If my practice run was my actual run, that would have been like a 1,500. That one's really a shame. But yeah, we got, you know, an 1,800 here. There's my 809 I was talking about. A 1,700. Hopefully this can stay sub 2,000. So considering my goal's been sub 2,000, I'll take another one of those. Yeah, not great, not terrible. I'll take it. I'll take a trophy any day, to be fair. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's my score for today. Hopefully the boys get in on this one, and the girl maybe potentially, Maria, Harp Queen. Speaking of Harp Queen, you go on YouTube, search Maria Fisher Meethers theme harp, please. I'm trying to get it to 1,000. I'm trying. I pumped the brakes a little bit. Apparently the playlist thing doesn't work anymore. The YouTube, the system's gotten smarter, so at some point it realizes when a certain account has seen a certain video a certain amount of times from playlists and stops counting those. So I'm out here clearing my cookies, I'm clearing my cache, I'm removing it from the watch history, I'm logging out and logging back in again, I'm doing all sorts. But I'm being careful, because I don't want it to get to like 950 and then all of a sudden 200 views disappear. The whole class is looking back at me like, Reese, what's going on with this one? I think someone's binging my videos right now. The same person's been leaving comments on all the Avenged Sevenfold videos like 20 minutes apart. I think someone's binging the Avenged Sevenfold playlist right now. I appreciate it. Shout out to you, Sarah, slamming through those A7X videos. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up because I'm finished, so I don't need to be here talking still. Thanks for watching. Everyone enjoyed. Godspeed to everyone who hasn't done the daily yet. I hope you do well, and I'll see everyone. Oh, maybe Josh might still come. It's only 9. Maybe Josh might still come. I don't know about the phrasing on that one. Maybe Josh might still have his daily to come. Because it's only 9:15. I assume he'll do it at some point. I don't know why I'm rambling. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sorry about some of the lame-o episodes this week. Hopefully next week will be better. And as I said, I don't know if I'll be able to record either of the weekend runs, unfortunately. So I might not see you guys until Monday. If I don't see you till then, have a great weekend. Come on, you Spurs. See you on Monday. Later, guys. Peace.